Imagine a forest so vast it could stretch across an entire continent, a living sea of green that seems to have no end. Picture the sheer scale, millions upon millions of trees, their canopies merging into a single unbroken expanse. This is not fiction, it's China's Great Green Wall, a project so ambitious it almost defies belief. Instead of stone, this wall is made of billions of trees, each one a soldier in the fight against the Gobi Desert, standing guard against the encroaching sands. The plan: an immense belt of trees thousands of kilometers long, a green dragon winding its way across northern China, visible even from space. This is one of the largest ecological projects in human history, designed to halt the relentless advance of the desert and reclaim land once thought lost. For decades, dust storms from the Gobi have choked cities like Beijing, grounding flights, turning day into night, and forcing people indoors behind closed windows. The Great Green Wall is humanity's answer, a shift from conquering nature to cooperating with it, working hand in hand with the land to restore balance. The numbers are staggering: over 400 million hectares targeted for reforestation, an area larger than India, a scale that boggles the mind. Since the late 1970s, billions of trees have been planted by millions of citizens, soldiers, and students, each sapling a testament to collective effort and hope. It's a national cause, a promise from one generation to the next to restore the land and bring life back to barren plains, uniting families and communities in a shared mission. The vision: clear blue skies, softened winds, and communities returning to stable, productive land where children can play and crops can grow once more. This endeavor is a symbol of hope, showing what's possible when a nation unites for a life-affirming goal, inspiring others around the world. Now, this vision is expanding, looking beyond China's borders to neighbors facing similar struggles, as the idea of a living wall spreads across continents. Could this green dragon one day cross into new lands, linking nations in a shared fight against desertification? The ambition is not just to stop the desert, but to transform entire regions, turning wastelands into thriving ecosystems and giving hope to future generations. The world is watching to see if this living wall can truly change the fate of the land and perhaps inspire a global movement for restoration. The story of the Great Green Wall is just beginning, a testament to what can be achieved when vision, determination, and unity come together for the planet. The Great Green Wall, officially known as the 3 North Shelter Belt Program, began in 1978 out of urgent necessity. It was a bold vision to transform the landscape and protect communities from the relentless advance of the desert. Decades of deforestation and overgrazing had left northern China exposed and vulnerable to the harsh process of desertification, threatening both livelihoods and the environment. Each year, thousands of square kilometers of precious land were swallowed by the ever-expanding Gobi Desert, putting pressure on farmers and entire communities. The solution was ambitious: plant massive belts of trees and shrubs across 13 provinces, creating living barriers to act as windbreaks and anchor the fragile soil, halting the desert's advance. Over more than 40 years, China has dramatically increased its forest cover and stabilized vast areas of once barren desert, turning dry wastelands into green oases. Sandstorms that once regularly battered cities like Beijing have decreased, and satellite images now reveal a visible greening trend stretching across northern China. Early mistakes, such as planting single-species monocultures, made these new forests vulnerable to disease and pests, threatening the project's long-term success. Learning from these setbacks, the project has evolved, now focusing on planting diverse native species and creating mixed forests for greater resilience and ecological health. The Great Green Wall is a living, ongoing project, constantly adapting, learning, and improving as it grows, shaped by both science and experience. It stands as a blueprint for tackling environmental challenges, showing what can be achieved through determination, innovation, and adaptation. The journey has been long and far from easy, with many obstacles along the way, but the results are undeniable and inspiring. Today, China's experience serves as a powerful inspiration for other nations facing similar threats from desertification and land degradation. The fight against the desert is far from over, but with new lessons learned every year, China's battle against the sands continues, stronger and more hopeful than ever. North of China lies Mongolia, a vast and rugged land of endless steppes, towering mountains, and deserts that are steadily growing larger each year. Mongolia is warming at twice the global average, with less rain and increasingly harsher winds scouring the land. The climate is changing rapidly, and the effects are visible everywhere. The Gobi Desert is relentlessly expanding, threatening not only Mongolia's unique culture and ancient traditions, but also its fragile economy that relies on the land. For centuries, nomadic herders have depended on Mongolia's grasslands to sustain their livestock and way of life. But now, overgrazing, combined with climate change, is turning once fertile pastures into dust and sand. Over 3/4 of Mongolia's land is now affected by desertification, a crisis that is spreading year after year and leaving less land for people and animals alike. Massive dust storms, born in Mongolia, sweep across East Asia, carrying fine particles that cause health risks and disrupt daily life far beyond Mongolia's borders, even reaching distant cities. In response, Mongolia launched the ambitious Billion Trees Initiative in 2021, aiming to plant 1 billion trees by 2030 to combat desertification and restore the land. The challenges are immense: a vast, sparsely populated land, a harsh and unpredictable climate, and limited resources make progress slow and difficult. Tree survival rates are low, and the task is daunting for Mongolia's small population, who must work tirelessly to make even a small difference. Mongolia's struggle is not just a local issue, it's a regional crisis with global consequences, affecting neighboring countries in the world's climate. International cooperation is becoming essential, as no single nation can solve this problem alone. The hope is that by working together, Mongolia and its neighbors can restore the land, protect livelihoods, and secure a better future for generations to come. The fight against desertification is a true test of resilience, creativity, and innovation, requiring new solutions and unwavering determination. Mongolia's future depends on the success of these efforts, and the world is watching, hoping for a story of recovery and renewal. Dust storms don't respect borders. They sweep from Mongolia into China, affecting millions. Both nations now realize they're fighting the same enemy, the desert. A green wall that stops at a border is only a partial solution. True success requires regional cooperation. High-level talks have led to concrete plans for joint action against desertification. China brings decades of experience and resources. Mongolia offers vast territory crucial to stopping dust at its source. For China, helping Mongolia means cleaner air and a more stable environment at home. For Mongolia, the partnership brings funding, technology, and expertise. It's a win-win. Cooperation benefits both nations and sets an example for the world. This partnership is a model of environmental diplomacy, shared threats fostering peace. By working together, China and Mongolia are building a greener, more hopeful future. Their collaboration shows that united action can overcome even the harshest challenges. Cooperation is becoming reality with the planned China-Mongolia Desertification Prevention and Control Center. This hub will unite scientists from both countries to share research, data, and practical training. The center's mission: find the best species and techniques for Mongolia's tough environment. Trials will identify drought-resistant, cold-hardy native trees and shrubs. Advanced methods like drip irrigation and soil stabilization will be tested. China will share lessons from its Great Green Wall, training Mongolian experts in large-scale afforestation. The goal: empower Mongolia to lead its own fight against desertification. Joint pilot projects along the border will serve as living laboratories, restoring key areas and supporting local communities. These efforts will build momentum for a seamless ecological barrier across the frontier. The center is a testament to the power of scientific collaboration and shared purpose. Large-scale afforestation faces real challenges and criticism. Early reliance on monocultures made forests vulnerable to disease and pests, and offered little habitat for wildlife. Water scarcity is a major concern. Billions of trees need water in already arid regions, risking depletion of aquifers. Planting forests where none existed can sometimes create new problems, trading one environmental issue for another. Social challenges arise too. Projects must benefit local communities and respect traditional ways of life. Many early plantings had low survival rates due to harsh conditions. Success depends on careful planning, scientific rigor, and community involvement. Expanding into Mongolia's harsher climate will be even tougher. The work is slow and difficult, but essential for lasting change. China's Great Green Wall isn't alone. Africa's Great Green Wall aims to restore 100 million hectares across the Sahel. Both projects fight desertification and climate change, but their approaches differ. China's effort is top-down and state-driven, achieving rapid, large-scale progress. Africa's initiative is decentralized, community-focused, and slower, but emphasizes local ownership and sustainable livelihoods. Both are more than tree planting. They're about restoring ecosystems and transforming lives. These projects mark a shift from conservation to active restoration. They show humanity's capacity to repair what's been damaged. The lessons learned are valuable for the world. These green walls are acts of planetary repair on a continental scale. They prove we can rebuild and restore the balance of nature. The age of restoration is here. Greening the Gobi isn't just a regional issue, it's a global one. Every tree planted helps capture carbon, fighting climate change on a massive scale. Restoring the land reduces dust storms, improving air quality and stabilizing weather across the northern hemisphere. Environmental cooperation between China and Mongolia is a model for peacemaking. Shared ecological threats can unite nations, building trust and goodwill. The success or failure of these projects sends a message to the world. No nation can solve these challenges alone. When countries work together to heal the land, it inspires hope everywhere. We all share responsibility for the planet's future. Today, the future of the Gobi is being written in saplings and cross-border cooperation. The vision of China's Great Green Wall extending into Mongolia is becoming reality. The journey is long and challenging, but the first steps have been taken. Success could mean clear skies, restored pastures, and a secure future for nomadic herders. This is about more than trees. It's a shift from exploitation to stewardship. Great environmental projects are gifts to future generations, recognizing our fate is tied to the Earth's health. The Gobi's fate depends on our ability to cooperate and innovate. Planting a forest across a barren land is an act of optimism and faith in the future. It's a declaration that we choose to build, restore, and share this planet. The story of the Great Green Wall is a story of hope, written in leaves, not sand.